Alright, let's just admit that I'm using the most bizarre clickbait for this video ever, because honestly, I feel like every single acne video on YouTube is clickbaited in some way, shape, or form. I just really want it to be original though, because most of the acne videos are clickbaited, like how I cleared my acne in a day, how I cleared my acne in a week, how I cleared my acne in a month, how I cleared my acne in the last century. Like, none of those are actually accurate, I feel like, and I don't know, I'm just personally sick of seeing those because I've had to watch videos like that for the past 5 years, and none of them have actually helped clear my acne in a day, so why am I gonna sit here and tell you that I cleared my acne in a day, week, month, last century, when I could tell you the real reason why my acne was cured? Because of Cameron Dallas. I don't know, personally I just get bored with like acne videos really fast, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna spice mine up and like just throw a quick little story time in there, just like drop it in there real fast, because why the hell not? Just like all of you probably, I've tried Proactive, I've tried Neutrogena, I've tried drinking water, I've tried abstinence. I mean, that one pretty much happens naturally, but okay, no, on a really serious note though, I did see once in some ridiculous article one day that literally not having sex cures your acne, and I was like, well then my acne should probably be cured by now because but I don't know, you can just stop watching this video right now if you haven't tried that one. I mean, maybe that'll cure your acne, let me fucking know. But no, seriously, the only thing that worked for me when it came to figuring out how the hell to clear up my acne was Cameron Dallas. So let me just give you like a little backstory on this, I guess. So 2013 was a time for everyone on the internet. I mean, Vine was popping, and when Vine was popping, MagCon was also popping. And if you weren't on Twitter during like the MagCon phase, I honestly feel bad for you because that shit was so fun. If you were on the internet in 2013 and you watched Vine, you were low-key up Cameron Dallas's ass. Like, even if you hated MagCon, you thought it was stupid, or you were just one of the like troll like high school men on Twitter that were like,
oh, Cameron Dallas is gay, his shirt is off, he's gay, Cameron Dallas makes Vine, he's gay.
Like, even if you were saying stuff like that, you were low-key infatuated with Cameron Dallas. And being a 13-year-old girl growing up using Vine and everything, and being on Twitter for the time and reign of the iconic MagCon tour, I had a fan account when I was 13, and I was up Cameron Dallas's ass. Like, someone had literally taken my body and fucking dislocated me into his asshole. I don't even know if that made sense, but that's pretty much what happened. So one day, like, he was doing like a follow spree, and like he followed me, like no big deal. Like, I was kind of like fucking cool. He only followed like 2,000 people, and like he followed me, so I was instantly like a celebrity, like a fucking overnight sensation, if you will. And so once you get followed by Cameron Dallas, you DM him a lot, okay? And like you tell him all of your fucking problems, because back then you thought Cameron Dallas could solve everything. And honestly, like, he did. He cured my acne. So let me just tell you what happened. So one day, I think I was just having a really bad breakout. What else is new? Like, when I was 13 in 2013, my face was so bad. I'll get into that and I'll get into pictures soon. But my acne was so bad. And so one day, just get this. Here's what I DM'd Cameron Dallas, because I was like, oh, he like can help me. Like, he knows fucking everything. Like, he is Cameron Dallas. He's king of the world, king of the internet. So I DM'd him this. Please hold. I need to scroll up through all of my unanswered DMs that I used to DM Cameron Dallas on a regular basis that he never answered, really. Wow, ask me how many times I DM'd him my phone number, because Jesus Christ, I don't think I've ever received a text from him. So I DM'd him, I think honestly on my last day of school. It was June 22nd, 2014 at 12:28 p.m. And I messaged him, I hate acne. I'm not ready for the summer. I'll be insecure all summer. Honestly, like, what the fuck? Like, I feel bad for myself. Like, I don't know. Like, it's sad. Like, and he responded a minute later and said, you'll be fine, babe. Smiley face. Oh my God. You'll be fine, babe. You'll be fine, babe. Like, you'll be fine, babe. And I just remember seeing that and bursting into fucking tears. Like, Niagara fucking Falls who? I was hysterical. I was like, okay, like, Cameron Dallas just told me that I'm gonna be fine. Not only am I fine, my acne's just been cured. I don't fucking have acne anymore. My skin is a fucking sheet of glass. There's nothing on it. There's no little bumps on it anymore. My skin has been cleared because of Cameron Dallas. Cameron Dallas told me that I'll be fine. And you know what? I honestly probably wasn't even fine, but I am now. Because Cameron Dallas cured my acne. I know that was a huge fucking reach, but I needed clickbait for this video somehow, so like, Cameron, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry I like had issues when I was like 14. Like, you did great though. Thank you so much for helping me out. And also, I'm not hating on people who do that either. Like, it's literally so fine to like DM like your favorite person in the world and like ask them for advice. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just, I'm making fun of like how he responded. He was like, you'll be fine, babe. You'll be fine, babe. Smiley face. Like, what? I don't know. I just think that's funny. So whatever. Let's just get into the actual video. So regardless of my stupid story time intro, this video has actually been something that has been very highly requested from me because I've tweeted pictures of like before and after pictures of my skin and how far I've actually come when it comes to dealing with acne. And I never really thought I would ever be at a place in my life where I could actually confidently sit down and be like, okay, this is like my bare skin in front of the camera and this is how I cured my acne. If I could tell my 13-year-old self one thing, it's that it does get better and that my skin was not always going to look like that forever. But I literally swear on my life, one day in 5th grade, I was in this room when I told my mom like what happened. And what happened pretty much is I seriously woke up one morning and fucking had acne. Like, I can't even make that up. Like, that's not even me being dramatic. Like, I seriously woke up one morning and had a ton of, like, just little bumps on my forehead. And I was like, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, my skin has always been clear. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I came running down my stairs and came to my room, who was sitting on this couch that I am now kneeling on, and was hysterically crying about the fact that I had acne all over my face and I didn't know how that happened overnight because I had always had clear skin. Let me just show you pictures of what my acne used to look like. So, the times in my life where I had acne, like, the most was from age 12-year-old me to 16. And here are some pictures. Here is me on a One Direction concert night. What the fuck was my makeup back then? I have no idea. I know I looked so bad. Let's not even pay attention to that, but look at all the acne on my forehead. It's all like the little dots. This picture was from when I was on a cruise in 2015, and you can just still see all of the acne all over my face. It's just all over my forehead pretty much. That's where it was like the heaviest, I guess. Here's a picture of how my face was in December. I'm gonna get to the story about that, but that is one of the worst acne breakouts I have ever had in my life, and that was only a couple months ago. I know what I did to cause that acne breakout though, so we're going to get into that, but I just wanted to show you like how bad my acne like can actually get. And then these two pictures right here were from the same summer. I believe it was 2015. My skin was just so bad that summer because I was in the middle of trying so many new different products from the dermatologist. My skin was a fucking wreck. I remember just taking those pictures and I was like, I am taking these pictures right now so that one day I can look at these and be like, I have come so far. Like, I don't have any makeup on right now besides mascara and eyebrow shit. So the fact that I can sit here and just not look like that anymore, I just feel so accomplished, and it's so nice to be able to confidently sit in front of a camera and just not have to worry about what my face looks like. Here's a picture of me even crying one day on the bus because I was fucking depressed freshman year. The angle of this and just the fact that I was crying so my skin was soaking wet, all of my acne is out in this picture. You can see all of it. It was fucking everywhere. I had it so bad. I know there are people out there who have it way worse, but for me, that was bad. It's so hard because like I am so pale. Like you can see my skin right now. I have the fairest skin in the whole fucking world. Like Snow White, who like I have taken her throne. She's been dethroned. I am so pale. I've been like that my whole life. I'm literally 100% Irish. I burn when I go in the sun. I just don't tan whatsoever. So just being ghostly pale and having so much bright red acne was literally like just being a fucking walking stop sign. Like you couldn't not look at it, which made everything so hard for me just growing up with acne. I know people always say, oh, breakouts are normal, like everyone has them, like everyone gets acne at some point in their life. But there was seriously a time where I thought that I had been fucking hand selected from the sky, thrown into my town, in my school, in my just fucking everyday life surroundings, and just the world was like, okay,
we're gonna put you, the girl who has a shit ton of acne, in the middle of a fucking population where everyone's skin is clear, and you're gonna be the one person who just has acne. No one around you's gonna have acne. No one's gonna like feel your pain. Like you are gonna go through this alone. So just fucking get used to it. Like just have some fun. Like, you know?
What? Like what part of that was fun? Like there was nothing fun about feeling like I was the only one that had acne. Like all of my best friends in middle school had fucking clear ass skin, and I was just like, okay, why me? Why exactly me? Like does anyone have an answer to this? Why fucking me? Like middle school was so rough when it came to acne because I had started seeing a dermatologist then, and my acne was just so bad then, and I missed a lot of school because I just had such bad breakouts that I just didn't know how to cover up with makeup or anything, or I didn't know how to deal with, or I would pop them on the way to school and it would just be a big gigantic bloody mess, which you really shouldn't do, but I kind of still do anyways. But high school, I have worn a full face of makeup almost every single day to high school since freshman year when my acne was so bad. Even when I didn't really know how to do makeup that well freshman year, I still wore as much makeup as I physically knew how to do at that time and place to school, because I just felt that I could not learn and I could not socialize with people, and I just could not be successful in a learning environment where I wasn't confident with how I looked. And that's just how it was. It's how it's been. That's why I don't put effort into what I look like at school, minus my face. I'll do my makeup, but I can do my makeup very fast, so it's never been something that's bothered me, and it's just something I like doing. I like doing my makeup for school. I like feeling like my face looks fine, just because I struggled with acne for so long. So the least I can do for myself every morning is to make sure that my face looks decent. And I never really imagined myself going to school without makeup. On days that I don't wear that much makeup, I will do very light face makeup and just glasses. And I'll never really go to school without makeup 100%, just because my skin is so discolored, and like the lighting in school is shit. So like I would just look so bad, and I just would not be able to like do anything like confidently whatsoever. So insecurities, we love those. I used to play soccer in middle school, and I would do my makeup for soccer every single fucking day. Like I would show up to my games with a full face of makeup, practices with a full face of makeup pretty much. I played soccer freshman year of high school, and I remember I would go to the bathroom to change for my soccer games and everything, and all the girls would be taking off their mascara with like wet wipes or something just to have no makeup to play. And I would just look at them and I would be like, because I would still keep my makeup on to play soccer. Like there was no way I was gonna just go from being in a place with all of these girls wearing my makeup and just taking it all off just to go play soccer. Like you're still gonna look at me. I'm still gonna be insecure about it whether I'm on the soccer field or school. So I would always wear makeup to soccer, and it was just another huge inconvenience because that took so much time to do, and it sucked. It sucked feeling like I couldn't play a sport that you're supposed to like have fun and like let loose during because of my skin. My skin fucked up everything. It really fucked up a lot. I just really could not look people in the eyes no matter where I was if I had a face full of like very inflamed red acne all over me. I used to not sleep over like my girlfriend's houses or go hang out with them just because my acne was so bad. I've came so far with that though, because not too long ago, in the past couple years, I used to sleep over this boy's house a lot with my best friend. And it was like every single weekend, and we would always sleep over. And like we would go over his house at probably like 7 at night and stay up until 6 in the morning just doing whatever the hell. And I remember we would sleep with our makeup on every single night because we just didn't want this boy seeing how we looked without makeup, because first off, he was very judgmental. Second off, we just weren't confident in ourselves that much when it came to just being barefaced and everything. Both of us have come so far with that. Like I will go anywhere without makeup pretty much now, which is still something that I'm so fucking proud of myself for doing, because I seriously used to sleep over this boy's house with my makeup on. Like I would go to school at 6 in the morning and sleep over this boy's house, stay up until 6 in the morning just doing whatever. So I would have a full face of makeup on until 6 in the morning, go to sleep for 4 hours, wake up at 10, and then me and my friend, one of us would wake the other person up first, and we would go into the bathroom, take all of our makeup that we've been wearing for 24 hours off, and then redo our full face of makeup so that we look good, get back in bed, and then wait for everyone else to wake up. Like it was disturbing. That was a terrible habit, and my face was so gross by the time I like left his house and went home and could actually just sit wherever without having makeup on. It was the worst fucking habit, and that fucked up my skin so much, just being so insecure and sleeping over at a boy's house that I didn't feel entirely comfortable with myself at. That just sucked. And also, I've been traveling and staying in hotels a lot since I was 15 years old, and I still had very bad acne when I was 15. And I remember just being at social media conventions at a ton of hotels from like 2015 to 2017, and I would remember my friends, or even just people I didn't even know, just taking off their makeup like when it got like late at night. But I would have to keep mine on all night and just run around until 4 in the morning at these hotels, at these social media conventions all around the country with makeup that I've had on for probably 24 hours now, just because I felt so insecure. I did not want anyone seeing what my face looked like without makeup, because my acne was just so bad. And my discoloration in my skin, it's still there, still haven't fixed that, but my discoloration and my acne just controlled my life. And it was so bad, and I was just always so jealous of girls that could just take their makeup off, not think anything about it, and still feel confident in their own skin to go talk to the same people they've been talking to all day. I couldn't do that, and it was terrible. So that is just a quick little background, not even quick, that was probably so long, a background of how much acne has literally ruined my life. So now I'm finally going to tell you how I fixed pretty much everything that was going wrong with me skin-wise. So I started going to the dermatologist around 2013 after I had seen my doctor multiple times and was like, hey buddy, like, look at this. You don't miss this every time I come in for a fucking physical or some shit, so why don't we do something about it, because it's ruining my life. So they referred me to a really good place in Boston that I go to for skincare now, and I can leave the link to them in the description because they are really, really good at what they do. They do celebrity skincare all the time. Every single time I walk in that building for one of my appointments, I see a new poster with some celebrity's face on it that they've helped with their skin issues no matter what it is. It took many years for me to actually find the creams that work for me because it's different for everyone's skin type. What works for me probably won't work for you, but it could. You really never know, and it's a huge game of trial and error because there's no easy way out of curing your acne, which is what is so frustrating, and it's what gets people down big time when it comes to acne because you want to be able to solve it, but the solution is just not right there, so it seriously sucks. Really early 2016 is when I did start to get things under control. I finally started taking, hold on, let me grab it, birth control, and the birth control that I take is called Tri-Previfem. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it seriously has changed my life because first off, you don't get fucking pregnant. That's fantastic. You can practice making a baby without actually making a baby. That's so cool. But also it stopped my cramps for periods. Like, what the fuck is a cramp? I have no idea. I seriously have not had a cramp since freshman year. Freshman year sucked for me just because I always had the most painful period cramps in school, and it was also so distracting. So not only was I suffering from acne, which was distracting me from school, I also had fucking cramps in the middle of the day. So that stopped that forever. I haven't had a cramp in years, and it also gets your period on a cycle, and it's fantastic. Guys, this clearly doesn't apply to you, so just fucking hang in there. But yeah, so this got rid of, single-handedly, it took about 3 or 4 months to actually kick in. So right before the summer, because I started February 2016, it got rid of everything on my forehead. There's a lot of reasons why people don't want to go on birth control, just because their parents won't let them, or there's other side effects for that, which honestly I have not experienced any. That is what got rid of everything on my forehead. It seriously did so much for me. I wish I started it when I was fucking 13. Like, I wish they suggested me that right off the bat. They didn't, whatever. But I'm finally on it now, and I don't plan on getting off of it just because it has done so much for me. Acne-wise and not getting pregnant-wise. Another joke. Coming at you with all the jokes today. My camera's dying. My life is a joke. In the same time period that I started doing birth control, I also realized something a part of my diet that had been causing a lot of my acne, and that was dairy. And I know you're probably not excited to hear this right now because I was an avid dairy lover. Like, I was that bitch who went to restaurants and instead of ordering soda or water like a normal person, I ordered a glass of milk. Like, I thrived off of milk. I had milk for every single meal, no matter what it was. I went to restaurants and ordered milk for literally all of my life. Like, I don't drink soda. I only drink water. I only drank milk and water for like a very long part of my life. Like, those were my 2 favorite drinks. I realized when I had read online that dairy caused a lot of acne breakouts. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try like a month trial. I need to reposition myself. I was like, I'm gonna try a month trial of not drinking any milk and see if that clears up my skin at all. And it cleared up my skin so much in a month. And it was really heartbreaking to me because I just seriously remember having my last bowl of Fruity Pebbles cereal with milk in it. It was literally in the middle of January 2016. It was the last time I have had cereal with milk, and it was fucking bittersweet. Like, I loved milk and I could no longer drink it anymore, and it sucked. But honestly, cutting milk out, I don't eat yogurt that much anymore, and I realized that I am like semi-allergic to pizza. I might be lactose intolerant. I still have no idea. I need to go to the dermatologist, so maybe I'll make an updated skin routine video once I figure out what I'm actually allergic to. But I know my skin does not like dairy products whatsoever. I still eat bread 24/7. I think that's why I will still have random breakouts all the time, because I'm not saying my acne was cleared forever. I'm not saying my skin is 100% clear by any means at all. I'm just saying that what I have done and the medicines that I figured out work for me and everything have done so much of a difference that I think that I can make a video and give enough advice that it will actually help someone. I have watched every single video on the internet about acne, and one thing that I did try that so many YouTubers suggested was the African black soap. This is how my skin looked in December when I tried that out for the first time. That stuff messed up my skin so bad. I had what was called, like, it was some type of degree burn to my skin, and there was something else that happened to my skin because I used that product so much because I'd heard such good reviews, and I looked online, and I guess it's something that does happen to people when they use that product. So if I have any tip, it's don't use that stuff because that messed up my skin so badly. And I was crying my fucking eyes out because my skin looked like this. That was only in December, but that's because I was using a product I was allergic to. Figuring out what products you're allergic to and what you're not, and cutting out things from your diet that you might think be causing a reaction to you and your skin is a huge thing to take note of. So on top of the birth control, these 2 creams are what I've been using a lot. So I've been using the Clindamycin Phosphate Topical Lotion for 2 years now, and this stuff works so well. I do this just about every single night before I go to bed. I put a layer over my skin, and then I'll do a very small portion of Adapalene, whatever, and I'll put that on top of that, and I'll do that 4 out of 7 nights of the week because it'll be a little drying to my skin sometimes, but honestly, these two products together are really working to keep my skin under control, minus a couple breakouts that still happen naturally because I can't really get that away. This is the moisturizer I use. It is oil-free moisture combination skin from Neutrogena. I think this works really well because sometimes these products will really dry out my skin so much, and this is the only stuff that will take care of it without giving my skin an even worse reaction. And the holy fucking grail of breakouts, so many YouTubers talk about this, but the Badescu drying lotion that you put on your face and leave it on overnight, this shit is the best. If you don't have this, I'm not even kidding, I'm going to link it in the description. You need to order this right now because I'm not kidding, this stuff seriously does work overnight, and I have tried every single overnight cream on the face of the earth, but I am telling you, this stuff actually works. You put it on with a little Q-tip just over your blemish, and overnight your blemish shrinks down so much. Like, I had a pretty big one right above my eyebrow the other day. Use this, it was gone in 2 days. This stuff is seriously insane. And then on top of that, I will use the Badescu facial rose water spray. There's not much. Does it really do much of a difference? I don't know. People say that there's a long-term effect with it, so I use it anyways. Fucking whatever. I have nothing to lose at this point. Birth control, if you can get on it, oh my god. I promise you I would not be sitting here if that thing just didn't change my life, because it did. I mean, so did Cameron Dallas though, so I mean, not everyone is as blessed as I am. You can't really like contact Cameron Dallas like when you want, but since I did and he cleared my acne, I mean, you should take my advice. I mean, Cameron Dallas fucking blessed me and my skin. So to wash my face, I have been using the Purity facial cleansing gel and eye makeup remover for years. This stuff is so just great on your face. It doesn't irritate your face whatsoever. I don't know, it doesn't cause any type of reaction on your face at all. It doesn't leave you red. It just makes your skin feel so good after. I have been using this for years just because my mom had been using it for forever and I just stole it from her bathroom. I think this is the best stuff out there. I've used everything, been through fucking every facial cleansing thing that exists on the earth, and I think this is really, really good. I also use the Micellar cleansing water from Purity, and this goes hand in hand with the Purity cleansing face wash because this gets the rest of the dirt that this might have not picked up off your face while you're washing with this, and you put this on like a cotton ball and you rub it around your face and it gets the rest of the crap off your face. So these two, I will link both of these in the description too because I've been using these as a duo, an action-packed duo for a very long time now, and I think it gets the job done. I hope this video can help someone out there somehow in any way, shape, or form. I mean, my skin is so much better for sure right now. You'll never catch me at the club with a freshly washed face and no makeup on. I mean, I'm not really at that point in my life yet. I definitely have made so much progress that I still can't even believe I'm filming a video without having makeup on. Like, that is still such a huge improvement in itself. So I really hope you did enjoy this. Cameron Dallas, if you're watching this, let's fucking make a skin care routine line. Let's fucking do it. Let's fuck up Proactive. Like, fuck them. I'm sorry this video was so goddamn long. I don't want to make a video about acne unless I could actually share everything I wanted to share. So I hope that even though this is so long, I hope that it can help someone. If you have any questions, please let me know. My Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything is xCaitlin, so feel free to follow me and contact me on any of that. And if you are struggling with acne right now, please don't give up. It does get better. I am fucking walking proof of that. So join me on my fucking journey. Here I am. Here we go. Clear skin. That's just one accomplishment kind of in my life. I'm sure in my next video I'll have a giant ass pimple in the middle of my face. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.